Are we planning to have a TikTok?
Bobby, what do you think? What's more accessible?
I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm too old.
Mayuri is anyways making reels. He can make TikToks also.
Yeah. My reels are okay. We are live. My reels are I just start my phone, record, submit, done. Okay, so we are on 31st August Guild Call. We have some exciting work going on. If you're watching far in the future, we are building in this bear market. Okay, cool. So we have a couple of open projects. The main focus for upcoming months is Crypto Twin, Arcade of NFT, and the website. So, Bobby, if you can share what's the work you have done till date and what's the plan, and if anyone is interested to contribute.
Perfect. So I decided that I wanted to collect the votes regarding style and the logo, but we have a problem with the snapshot. He is out. I don't know where he's, but he's probably the admin of the snapshot account, and we need him to be able to create polls with more than 2 hours duration. So right now I'm stuck waiting for that to be able to continue. But once we get the votings regarding the style and the logo, I will be able to start. I was actually wondering what type of tasks we could create on the work. Like, should we try to open up for the community for basic design ideas of the website, or is it too much? I don't know exactly what's the best strategy now. What do you guys think?
Yeah, so there are like, if there are a few components in the website, right? So one is, if it's a React based website, developing like components, pages, header, footer. Second is like the CSS and the graphic itself. So if there is an image, logo, or a 3D model, then we can make another task. And on our home page, we are looking for a point cloud 3D model. And then we can ask the community, if you have any interesting model, you can submit it, we'll vote on it, and then integrate it in the website.
Yeah, but for all of that, we might have to start first with the design and the wireframe. So that's what I was thinking. Either I would do the design myself and prepare the wireframe, share with everybody, check if it's okay or not, if anyone has any opinion. And after that, we split the work in between, like, okay, we need some component for the navigation bar, what it is, depending on that look. Or I was wondering if we should also share the designing work as well. Like, should we?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
The thing
Ike,
is,
go.
like,
Maybe, yeah.
Go ahead, Iko.
No, you're, that's fine, continue.
No, I was just like, we might have like very limited web designers in the community. So if we ask like them to come up with templates or wireframe, it might be difficult. But one approach could be, we could do like Figma templates of design A versus B, and then maybe in the community call,
And go for voting.
we ask for feedback or voting. Yeah. But like
Okay.
you know very well like what should be a good layout.
Okay, so let's try to. Oh, sorry. Go on, Hiko.
No, I also want to actually agree that maybe it's better that one person, or maybe Bobby, you do the design, and then when we have something, we all look at it, right? And if everybody's fine with it, we continue with it and then split up the tasks into different sections or who does what.
Perfect. Okay, so I'll do that. After the voting on the styles of the website, if we decide, okay, we're gonna go that way or that way, I'll create a proposal and we get back to the community to check for feedbacks. And then we split the task of the coding part, if anyone is interested, to create together the front end.
Yeah. And
cannot
temporarily,
hear.
sorry.
No, Theo was
Yeah.
not hearing. Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, so I think he's out till 5th September. So, like, if you have like decisions on logo or various other things, we could also technically can just ask to vote on a Google form or other ways.
We could
Because-
also reaction on
Yeah,
Discord.
emoji on Discord. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think about? Should we stick the voting inside of Discord, inside of the community? Because we could also do reactions on the followers in LinkedIn and Instagram, or would it be too much?
Could I ask, do we need the full community support of just the website?
No, we don't exactly. I don't know. What is
Yeah,
the
I'm just
limit
asking.
here? I also don't know.
I would say you're the domain expert. Just do it. You know,
Yeah.
we don't have the. I don't think it makes sense to be democratic in the end. You know, at this moment, you know.
Yeah, and to your early point, I think we have community on LinkedIn and Instagram, but most of them are active on Discord. And
Mhm.
maybe like if you want to do like a story of yes and no, we could get some feedback. So that's
Okay,
the
good.
two main areas.
Cool.
Yeah, I would say, Bobby, if you want to use the community, use it kind of like for A/B testing. Like, you know, do you prefer this one or this one? Like when you have options. But only if you are kind of wanting to see what works and what doesn't work. I wouldn't go to them to basically say, oh, do you want it black or white or red or stuff like that.
Okay. What is the limits of co-designing in a DAO, right? I don't know. I think we still have to understand. It's like, for example, the logo, it seems like very important decision. Like we could decide it with more people, maybe.
Yeah, but at the same time, what are you deciding? I mean, it's you could decide it with more people, but you have to kind of have a framework of governance how you make that decision. So I would say writing a brief about the logo would be nice, about the brand identity, right? So we need more people to that, and then execute that brief. This is how I would do it. There is always a tension, and you're always going to have a tension between experts, deep experts, and the people, the stakeholders who are affected by this. And we can always try to be open and transparent, but at some point, you know, you're going to have to make a decision on moving forward. And I'm saying this just because I think we're very early on, right, on this amount of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I was thinking maybe like if you just make like a simple table, like centralized and decentralized, what are the decisions you want to be like making from experts where, okay, components, UI, UX, code, what are the decisions you want decentralized, maybe logo or user testing, like having that chart so you know when to make that decision, because we are starting and we might always fall into this like problem where, okay, which should I start with, the community decision, or should I start or make something else? But also this is a good first project where we are experimenting with this. So one good news is I think Haiti also added me as admin, so we can decide the number of hours or days here. What do
Okay.
you suggest? So this is
Today's
like voting period deadline.
cool. 2 days, I guess. I would suggest.
I would agree.
2 days
Okay.
minimum, in my opinion.
Can you check on if you have a button like to actually make it valid?
Yes. Save.
Oh no, you are go to the top. You view the same thing as I do. View
You're
only
in view
mode
mode.
to modify, contact the admin. So I can do the same
So-
thing, but it's
Oh
not.
wait, so I'm not. If I'm changing,
Yeah.
it doesn't affect.
It doesn't happen to get after you refresh the page. It goes back to 2 hours.
Single choice voting, approval voting, quadratic voting.
But okay, we could go for Discord. For example, the logo is not that much important for the website
Yeah.
right now. So one thing I was thinking is I'll go to Discord and say, okay, we're gonna vote on logos in a week from now. If anyone has want to design something, want to propose something, send us in the Graph Guild before that and before these hours, and we will put it to vote. And
Yep.
okay, so I'll do that. And the rest of
Yeah.
the design style, I'm just gonna go for it
Yep.
on the general chat for simple voting. Okay.
Yeah, I think like a good first goal might be like a website wireframe in Figma, which we could also.
I think that's more important in terms of not so much to vote, but to actually keep people involved in iterations of what you're doing, and then ask for feedback. And I think that's how we're going to improve.
Yeah. Do we know what we're
Perfect.
building on? Are we going to build like React, or what kind of website, or have we not got to that stage yet?
We discussed it a little bit on Saturday, and we decided to go with React because it would be the most straightforward and easier to integrate with Web3 Pico. I don't know if you
Okay,
agree.
cool.
I mean,
Yeah. I still think it's easiest React, right?
Yep.
And then maybe for upgrade later, we can do Next.js and then go from there.
yep.
Okay,
Cool.
so that's it about the website.
Awesome. And for that, like, can we make like a plan or action item? Okay, like week-wise or monthly goals, similarly how we have for Crypto Twin or NFT. Because like
Yep.
it
sure.
shouldn't feel like you have all the pressure. We should like work and divide tasks. So
Okay.
Yeah, I
Sure.
don't mind having a call with you, and then we can maybe sit and discuss a bit together and see where it goes.
yeah, so maybe Bobby, whenever you are comfortable, we can organize like a website specific discussion call where we people who are interested to contribute can take few tasks and start working with you together.
Great. Sure. We can do that. And also a question, do we have any date that might be important for us to use as a milestone for this delivery? Because you know that we could do something in one weekend, in 1 month, in 1 year, depends on how long we have to do it and what is the main goal. So what is your feeling about it?
I was just thinking, like, so we also don't know the exact our foundation or anniversary date. So like we started in November-ish last year. So like with the
Yeah.
Twitter space. So one thing which I'm also gonna initiate is start working on ArchiDAO conference. So if let's say we do the conference November end or in December, it might be good to have website by that time, if possible.
So
But
November. Okay, cool.
I think targeting beginning of November, beginning of December is a good idea, and that also gives you a good interface with whatever else we're going to be doing in terms of development. I did the Gantt chart on ArchiDAO infrastructure, so you can take a look on the ArchiDAO Google Drive, and it has essentially all of the breakdowns. Tomorrow I'll also have everything on Dwork as well, so we can actually take a look at the task.
Great. I'll do that.
Chico, you were saying like you were unable to find something on Google Drive.
No, I was just not sure where the drive is or the link to the drive, because I think I just got shared one folder and I'm not sure where to find the rest of the drive.
Are you logged in as ArchiDAO?
No, I haven't logged in as an ArchiDAO. Should I just log in through a Gmail account into ArchiDAO and everybody splits their account and that's fine, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay, I'll do that then.
I can definitely share it now. You and Major and Bobby.
Is this the Gantt chart you were referring?
Yes, but why does it not have all of the work I did? That's not really good. Give me a second.
Is
What
it
is that?
105 days of work of code? I thought it was.
I'm cheating. Give me a second. V2. You can close this one because this is a generic one. It's essentially 15 weeks. And now I'm gonna upload the second version and delete the first one. You can close that one. Yeah. Chico, there's an invitation coming over to you as editor as well. I invited also Bobby and Major. I don't know if Free wants to be in. So we have essentially 3 big projects, right? So the first one is conceptual work, right? But this is more, it's not coding, but it's diagramming, writing specifications and everything. On top, you have essentially 15 weeks. That's 150 days starting from tomorrow. The ArchiDAO NFT is going to be broken down into essentially 3 parts, right? So smart contract, the metadata structure and IPFS, and the front end. And Bobby, this is where we need your help. And also where some of it might also be incorporated into the website. The project NFT is that whole mechanism about commissioning the DAO, right? So either through an NFT you buy and then it works as a project, or it's a project NFT that you validate with another token and then it has milestones essentially. I am keen on finishing ArchiDAO NFT first and then launching the project NFT essentially. But also if we got more volunteers to work on this, it can work, independently. And then you have Cryptotrin down at the bottom, and this can, I was telling there on Topologic, right? This can also move a little bit further down the line. I would propose to test it in maybe October in terms of the smart contract, but still maintain some of the design part in September, because we're going to be talking to Una, we're going to do decisions and so on and so forth. And then we're going to have dissemination and impact, which are going to be white papers, conference. We need to produce material that kind of talks about marketing and so on and so forth, right? So, this is what it looks like until December the 5th or so. We can put the website here and also coordinate in terms of integration. And then I'll try and have the first month done tomorrow on Digwork, and then that can essentially signify exactly what we're doing. But also anybody else who is now either busy or on vacation, like Jirka or Simone, we can use this to coordinate essentially. I plan on tweeting every day, and I'll probably do both tweets and Discord, so that people are engaged, and maybe that's I'm going to see how well this is going to be, how good I do it. Yeah. And obviously this is completely just the first plan. Any feedback, comments you have, happy to take them and so on and so forth. I did update the Cryptotrin Digwork space, if you go and take a look. Yep, and also we have the GitHub attached to it. So whatever happens on GitHub, I hope it will also fit into here and vice versa. So I want to test this, how it works. I'll probably have our ArchiDAO NFT space done on Dworks as well and connected to GitHub. The GitHub kind of connection was absolutely really easy to do. So the moment I gave it access, it picked up whatever we had.
Does everyone in the call have access to the GitHub?
I do.
Pico does, Bobby does, Free, I think, does as well.
Yes.
Yep.
And the Dwork, how do I join the Dwork? I think I missed that.
Yeah.
I'm in the app, but is there anything, how do I join the ArchiDAO?
I think you need to be invited.
Okay.
Let me share the link. I think, I see 6 people. Okay.
I don't think Chico is in.
Yeah. Okay. Can you join with this link?
Let me try.
Okay, this
Perfect.
is awesome. Theo.
Yes.
I was thinking like, okay, so there are like projects in parallel. So do we have like a few members working on this, few on here? How are we dividing? Let's say tomorrow is the first day. What should I work on, or like what should Bobby work on?
I think what Bobby needs to do is add another project here for the website, because there's going to be integration there. I am going to work on the ArchiDAO NFT smart contract and on the spec. That's what I'm going to be doing this week essentially. Yeah, this is just a general project management. I didn't put in yet what am I doing, right? But I want to check, through Dwork and GitHub how I can assign stuff to it. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that because I'm working on something, it doesn't mean that nobody else touches it. In the contrary, right? Some of the most creative moments I've had is coding with Pico actually, or when we kind of look at something together. So one of the things that I think we can try and do is do essentially pair programming. From my side, it helps me keep me focused. I don't look at email when I'm doing that, so I don't I don't get distracted with everything else. Yeah, so
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a good. Like we could do like we can form pairs now or later. So like
Yep.
no one gets lost in between when they're starting. There's always like some kind of support or compatibility based on the time zone, which works out better. Sorry, Bobby.
No, I was wondering, what about this front end that is there on the top? Yeah, that one. It's not the website. It's something different.
It is a website.
It is
So this is,
the web.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah, but
But-
it will require essentially the use of a Web3, either Web3.js or Ether.js integration into React.
Okay. And does it stay here in these weeks? Is it the date is fixed or not?
I think to clarify, like what if I'm right, Theo means front end for Arkidao NFT, not the front end of the website. So like the website can run all this weeks. This
Okay,
week
okay.
they're gonna integrate like one
Yeah,
page.
yeah, exactly. So that
Got it.
those 4 weeks are for me to work with you on getting essentially how does the Arkidao NFT work, even just as a prototype. Even if we don't have it on the website and we have a prototype that is working on the testnet, that we can stress test, right? So I mean, this is the other thing. This doesn't include testing, right? So we, you know, all of the time afterwards, what I'm thinking is we're gonna have part of these running on a testnet, and we're gonna go, okay, guys, you need to attack this, you need to go break it, okay? And whatever
Okay,
learn
got
from
it.
that, then we can go, okay, now we know, you know, this is how you break here. You know, we avoid these 2 things, and then we put it on the website.
Perfect. Understood.
Yeah. So it's not the whole thing.
Yeah, and I don't want to delay this, but I'm like quite interested in the crypto twin aspect, so I'm most probably
Yep.
gonna start working on this. So if like we can decide, like we have 4 other people in the call, which of this task they are interested, and if you need time, you can like you don't need to answer right now. It's just like if we know the pairs, we can maybe fix half an hour every day or whatever the pair figures out and start
Yep.
working on it.
Yep. So if you see on the sorry, here we're going.
No, I just wanted to say I'm also keen to be in between with the front end, the website, and then also the smart contracts and help with that integration or coming from that side.
You said twin. Maybe I should take a note.
That's what I was trying to say. On the right hand side of the Excel spreadsheet, there is I have a list where I put my name. If you scroll, so originally this was done for 36. Yeah. So so TD is my kind of short handle, right? So you need to put like you know.
Oh, for
DV.
each task. Okay.
Yeah, and then you can. So right at the moment, I mean, this was just a note, right? If you put resources, and then we can basically go and say, you know, this one is TD and then and MM, and we know like these are people responsible. So it works on that level.
Okay.
What I would try and do is, yeah, sorry, this was originally for a 36-month project, so shortened to 2 weeks. If you want to put in SQL on the front end and metadata structure, as you said, and then also I haven't put in we need a dashboard for the crypto chain that I also need to add. So you know, some of it is gonna shift a little bit.
Oh, Hiko is on front end and metadata. Cool. You are here, Barbara. So we'll have another section here for the website.
Yeah, I don't mind helping with a smart contract where I can.
Yep.
with that whole, yeah, that three stuff, I don't mind putting my name
Yep.
next to, and
Oh, okay, so looks okay. So looks like Theo and Eco are mostly leading this front.
Can you share the link of this Google Sheet, please?
Yeah, let me try and do I'd like to also be involved in CryptoTwin, but probably on the hardcore part of the smart contracts. The other thing, if you can tomorrow start looking at the paper Major and kind of give feedback on that. And the other thing is that I think we can start looking for more funding for CryptoTwin. I've been kind of trying to think about how we could do that, and there are some options we can go for.
Yeah, so okay, this is a good point. So I had a chat with Abel
Yep.
from Construction Blockchain Consortium.
Yep.
And so there was one opportunity where I think Theo, are you doing like a workshop at the current conference?
Normally they include me for a workshop, yeah.
So he was like, okay, if you want to do a lecture or brainstorming workshop of CryptoTwin or any blockchain, like there is a opportunity of doing that. It's on October 30.
It's on October, yeah.
30, 31st. So we could this one, right?
Yep.
And
No
second opportunity, sorry.
Is it
Oh, yeah,
is
this
it
one.
UCL? It's at UCL, right? Yep.
Yeah. So we could do a presentation or workshop there as Arkada. And second is, so they have access. So we were talking about, okay, that CryptoTwin, IoT integration, and at UCL, they have robotics. And like he's kind of interested on testing ideas at like, how can we have like smart cities gated by smart contracts and tokens for voting, and use like robotics for in the workflow, and like he told like that would be a good way, like we can get a couple of members who are knowledgeable and make a prototype. I'm not sure if he mentioned if he has access to some land or something, but I told like we have this digital fabrication expertise with Hirika and Simon. It might be interesting if we similarly how we are preparing the framework and infrastructure for IoT, metaverse, and real life communication, even like robotics way and smart city with DAO based like voting. And he was like, okay, people can buy land, people in this like way or something interesting. So that's more November-ish or like after this conference.
It's after the conference.
Yeah, like he was thinking November to Jan or something on that date
Okay.
range. Yeah, we could start like getting a couple of parties interested and working on that research.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think Abel is a leading voice in this, right? So he has kind of single-handedly done the consortium, and he is working with some really high caliber companies. So, you know, any engagement with the CBC would be great. We also have a really good history. I have a good history working with them, right? So, I mean, I met Chico on one of those, well, on the Consensus Academy, but then on on the workshop, and Daniel Hall is also a participant in the conferences, along with his group. The other thing I wanted to say on this is that we got approved on CAD futures for the AC DAO spaces for the co-creation.
Oh,
So they will publish the co-creation space soon, and we will have the opportunity to work on kind of shaping an agenda for 2023 in Delft, in Netherlands.
That's amazing. Nice.
I think Theo has a KPI of like 3 to 5 research papers a year.
3 to 5 research papers every
Churning it
every
out.
3 months.
Oh, man. Okay, so where were we? Yeah.
Yeah, I think what is best to do, Mayur, instead of assigning it now, let's give it a day or two and invite people to put names where they're interested in, right?
Mhm.
And then I think this will have people emerging on groups emerging on how we collaborate, and I think then we can start working on this kind of idea where in the Dev Guild you can stand up and talk about what happened in the week and what kind of work you need to do.
I think, yeah, that makes sense. Like, not to put anyone on the spot, but
Yeah.
I still think like having a project manager for each this might help, because
Yep.
on Dwork we need to create task for it, and ultimately right now we are a couple of people in the call, but if we open this like board for everyone, like I think there's a overview board, so people can pick and choose. Okay, I want to design a 3D model for crypto twin in Decentraland. This is a task I can do. I don't need to do all the coding, but it's part of this whole 100 days framework. So like chunking it out, and like I think right now we have like coordinators. We need to hunt or recruit a couple of more people in each sub branch.
Yep.
Cool. Shri made some exciting announcement on Insta story about 100 days. So
I think they did it already. They did a nice. I think Sri did it. She already did the LinkedIn. I didn't see the.
Yes, it's on Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, all over the place. In Discord also.
yeah, so I think that's what I was thinking. Like if we have the coordinator and if we update the Dwork, next time a person asks like, how can I contribute in this 100 days? Which is okay, go to this URL, see all the open tasks, and this are the person who you can coordinate with to work on this
Yep.
task.
I think let's give it 2 or 3 days to set up, and then we can do announcements on Instagram. I'm starting to get comfortable with this kind of pace free setting, because it's very like I need to publish it now. So you tell me now. So we'll be. You're all helping me to be faster, guys. I need to thank you for this.
We're gonna
There's
push
no
each
sleep.
other.
Regarding that, this Google Sheet, does the week 1 start now?
Tomorrow.
Okay, great. So I'll put the dates there just to remember ourselves
Yeah.
what are we
Or-
talking
So
about.
we can share a screenshot of today's meeting, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, actually we are doing live streams, so it's all publicly accounted, whatever has been discussed right now. Cool. So so the goal is next steps, we have 2-3 days for people to scan, navigate the task, and then we'll post on Dwork. And next Wednesday everyone will share update about what they did, and if you still need any clarification on what are the things in a particular task, let's say what should be in the smart contract, what are the details. So we should have like one person like for reference who can they reach out for like, okay, how they can contribute. So I think that should
Yep.
work for the coming weeks.
Absolutely.
And then Theo will pop a champagne after 15 weeks in Scotland.
I've already ordered the whiskey.
Lovely.
Do you work productively with that? I haven't tried.
With
all
whiskey,
wonder.
no, I don't drink when I work. It's just that I had 2 days back to back where I went from 7 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. So yeah, I'm like, forget it. I'm having a whiskey.
Nice. Cool. Anything else? Shri, Hiko, Babi?
All good this side.
Same here.
All right. So let's end the call. See you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Enjoy, guys.
Okay, guys. Bye bye.